Hey guys, this is Lucky Mike, and welcome back to another Let's Play of Trails of Cold Steel. Okay, so what are we doing now? Yeah, we are still inside this tunnel here, and I think we're finally getting out of here, I believe, because Laura and Fee had to work together, right? Yeah, that's what I remember, by the way. But anyways, what does this path lead to be honest? Hey, isn't this... Okay, so this leads to Oz District. By the way, did we see this before? We seem to have emerged in the Oz District. Makia's home is here, if I'm not mistaken. Wow, I had no idea that underground passage went all the way from the port to here. That network of tunnels beneath the sea really does seem to cover a vast area. It's like something out of a spy novel. I'll say, maybe it's a sign. Ooh, I hear the bell tolls. What's that? That must be the chime to mark the noon hour. Yeah, but the Heimdall's cathedral's bell. That's the cathedral's bell. The cathedral itself is pretty far away over in the Sink district, but you can hear it pretty clearly even here. Well, I think it's about time we found something to eat. How about we order to go from one of the local shops? And we don't really have much, but I'd be happy to at least treat you to coffee at our house. What? You mean Makia's? You invite us to your home? Okay, so the groups are going to Makias' home, right? They decide to grab some fish and chips to go from a nearby pub. With their meal in hand, they headed to Makias' house to enjoy lunch with a good cup of coffee. I probably need to make myself some fish and chips here. Ah, so this is the capital's famous fish and chips. I was expecting it to be delicious, but even still, I'm impressed. Yeah, that pub's supposed to be pretty well known for their fish and chips. I'll admit it tastes good, but at the end of the day, it's still greasy comfort food. Better eat it while it's hot. It tastes disgusting if you let it cool off. Probably still better than wartime rations, though. What food isn't? This coffee seems pretty high class, though. It's got a nice, rich fragrance. Do you buy your own beans and grind them at home? Yes, it looks like my father went out and stocked up not too long ago. Now and then, he gets the chance to take some time away from his duties and come relax back here. He sees his coffee as a small island of luxury in his hectic daily life, I think. That does sound like something I could see Governor Regnus saying. It seems like quite a respectable man to me. You'd hardly imagine a home like this belonging to an important official like the Imperial Governor. It's tiny. You know, Fee, it wouldn't hurt to be a little less blunt. No worries. As I said, my father and I are commoners through and through. He might be official, but neither of us really saw as a reason to change our whole lifestyle. Besides, it's not as though we don't have the same attachment to this house. Ah, right. It does seem like a comfy place to live in, though really cozy and relaxing.
Ooh, there's a photo.
Oh, that.
Aww, look at cute little Machias there.
Wow, he was pretty adorable, isn't he?
He looks like he had such a sweet disposition.
Yeah, before he grew up to be a stubborn old nag.
Stop nitpicking people's old family photos! Honestly.
The governor looks the same as ever, though. Is that woman next to him your older sister or something?
Close enough. She was a cousin on my father's side of the family. Since she lived quite close, she often came to visit. Now, our family was just my father and I, so having her around was a big help.
The way you speak about her seems to imply you no longer see her. Did she get married and move away?
She died
What?
around 6 years ago.
Oh.
Oh.
See. And that has something to do with why you hate the nobility, right?
So...
I never really planned on telling anyone about this. But considering all we've been through, I suppose it's time I told you a little more about me. It's a long story, but would you hear me out?
Of course.
Alright.
Absolutely.
Glad to.
Thanks. Sis was 9 years my senior. Beautiful, kind. To me, she was in every sense the ideal woman. Now, as I said earlier, we're a family of commoners through and through. My father proved to be a very capable government official, and eventually he was promoted to an important government position where he started to make a name for himself. Honesty and integrity are a core part of his work ethic, so of course he made his fair share of enemies. But after seeing success in a number of major projects, he gained a reputation both inside and outside the government. My mother died when I was still young. Sis happened to live around here and ended up helping us in more ways than I can count. Since she was his niece, my father always made a fuss over her. And even though she didn't live in the same house, she was like a real sister to me, a real daughter to my father. I was always so proud of her. As a child, she was practically my idol. And as you'd expect, she had countless admirers among the men of the city. But for all her popularity, she was always level-headed and sensible. So I never felt I had anything to worry about until he appeared. He was one of my father's subordinates at City Hall. Though unlike him, he was a noble by birth. A man of high rank, too. The heir of a count. However, he had none of the arrogance or haughtiness one usually associates with the nobility. When I met him myself, he came across as an honest and loyal man. He met Sis when Dad introduced him to her one day, and eventually the two of them fell in love and began a relationship, despite the difference in their social status. As a child, I was frustrated beyond words, but even I had to admit that the two of them made a good couple, and Sis seemed so happy when she was with him that I had no choice but to let it go and accept the relationship. Time went on and we became engaged, with Dad acting as the go-between, and that's when everything started to fall apart. His family couldn't have been more blatant in their attempts to undermine the relationship. Apparently, one of the four great houses, House Cayenne, proposed an arranged marriage on short notice. And the Count's family were up in arms at the thought he might choose to take a mere commoner as his wife. Since my father held an important post, they were limited in how shamelessly they could try to sabotage the marriage. They began to harass and threaten her in secret every way they could think of. Made her life a living hell. Maybe she didn't want to cause trouble for the man she loved, or perhaps she did it out of consideration for my father. But all that time, she chose to endure it alone. She never discussed it or asked for help. And finally, it became so crushing that she took her own life. was only afterward that my father and I learned what had really happened. It seems that at the very last, he had chosen to betray her love for him. But I told her, he said. I told her I'd treasure her as my mistress instead if she'd just accept that we couldn't be married. I just don't understand it. Why would she take her own life?
Wow, that sounds really tragic.
My father seemed to redouble his efforts. It was like watching a machine kick into high gear. With the help of his ally, Chancellor Osborne, he was able to wrest control of City Hall from the noble faction. Then, 4 years ago, he was appointed to his current position as governor of Heimdall. And that's how the Regnitz family came to be where it is.
I don't even know what to say.
So that's why you started hating nobles?
Yeah. I was so furious at Sis's death. My hatred needed to be directed at someone. First I blamed her fiancé, his family, and the family of the Duke who tried to intervene. In the end, I just hated the nobility as a whole. The people, their culture, the entire idea of social classes. I desperately wanted the strength to win against them, to show how right I was, how wrong they were. But deep down, I knew the truth about my hate. I knew I was taking out my anger on people who didn't deserve it. People who had done nothing wrong.
You did?
They may be from different social classes, but people are still individuals. Sis's fiancé was faithful to her. He just wasn't strong enough to shield her from all that ugliness, despite his love. And the Count and his family were only acting in their best interests, which is to be expected. Ultimately, I've had to acknowledge that not all commoners are good people, and not all nobles are unworthy of respect. Eustace might not have done much to change my opinion, but getting to know you two showed me that there are nobles who live up to that name.
Marcius.
I have no idea how my father feels about all of this, but this is how I've come to feel.
I see. You have my thanks.
I'm glad you felt you could talk to us about it.
Still, I don't think it hurt to be a bit more honest with yourself. If you're willing to admit all of that, maybe you can find it in you to be friends with Eustace too.
Are you kidding me? I might accept that not all nobles are bad, but that arrogant, self-centered fool can go choke on a palm. Mocking me for spending so much time studying, or telling me I need to get out more.
I don't think he goes quite that far. Besides, I don't think he does it on purpose. It doesn't mean any harm.
That's the most irritating part! He does it without thinking!
Don't push it, Elliot.
Well, that was a good coffee break, wouldn't you say?
Marcus can now use S-Craft. Oh, now he can use the S-Craft. Interesting. Very interesting. Well, lunchtime is over. Must be almost time for summer festival decorations to start going up. I would have thought preparations for that would start way before now. Is the summer festival not that big of a deal in the capital? It depends on who you ask, I guess. I've always just thought of it as one of those small yearly traditions. In my hometown, the summer festival is a major event with existent preparations. Perhaps those places where the ancient and mystic traditions survive put more effort into celebrating the festival. Amazon does seem to have mostly vanished here, not as much as in Ruhr or Crossbell though. Well, I suppose it's hard to think of it as a seasonal festival in the capital when it's celebrated a month late to begin with. I think most just see it as an opportunity to catch a glimpse of Imperial family. Yeah, that sounds about right. Oh, that makes sense. Someone calling? Is that your Arcus ringing? What's it doing ringing out here? This is Class 7, Group A, Rean Shorter speaking. Hello there, Rean. This is Carl Reckness. Governor Reckness? Dad? Come to think of it, he did say that we'd be able to use our Arcus communication functionally in the city, didn't he? You're Group A's representative, so I figured it'd be best to call you. Is now a good time? Yes. Now it's totally fine. We actually just selected your home. Marcus invited us in for coffee. Did he now? I had a favorite specialty store roast those beans just the way I liked them. It was a top-notch brew, alright. With all that's been going on, it was nice to just sit down and enjoy a good cup of coffee. Well, I'm glad you are able to spend some quality time together. Anyway, get to the point, I'm calling because we have a bit of a problem on our hands. That being the case, I'd like Group A to take care of one additional task for me. An extra task? We can do that, sure, but what exactly is it you'd like us to do? There appears to have been a burglary at a jeweler in Garner District. But that's not all. The culprit seems to have left a message addressed to you. What? Your confusion is understandable. However, the jeweler submitted a report of the burglary to City Hall a short while ago. Normally, I leave this to proper authorities, but would you be willing to go and see if there's anything you can do? Of course, sir. We'll head over to Garnier District at once. Alright then, I leave this matter in your hands. What was that all about? Whatever it was, you seemed perplexed. Well, wait till you hear this. Rean explained the particulars of Governor Reckness' additional task to the group. So a jewelry boutique was burglarized and the culprit left a message addressed to us. Weird. Though thinking about it, this all sounds kind of familiar. Yeah, now that you mention it, I'm getting a strange sense of deja vu as well. Still, it would have been helpful if my father could have furnished a few more details. Oh, it's already past noon. Let's head over to Garnier District and find out what happened. Okay, so we get this new task here. We and the other members of Group A paid a short visit to Handor Port to report the monster's extermination. After doing so, they boarded a train to Garnier District. Alright, so looks like we have completed this quest here. We have received 5 of them. One additional field study task has added. Okay, so we have one new task here. Okay, so yeah, it's about burglary. It seems a burglary has taken place at a jeweler in Garnier District called San Chorus. We should head over and find out what happened as soon as possible. Okay, so we can't go there yet. Alright, what's the quest say? Okay, so I think we're already at Garnier District. My mistake here. I can't seem to recall some places because Handar is a really big place here, to be honest. And I forget a lot. Excuse me, are you in charge of this store? We're here on behalf of the local government to investigate a reported burglary. Yes, that's right, I'm the owner. You must be the students from Thor's Military Academy. Indeed, Class 7, Group A, at your service. Oh, thank goodness. We may yet have a chance to recover the Crimson Tiara. So that's the object that was stolen? Yes, exactly. It's embedded with priceless carnelian gemstones, captivating to hearts of all who gaze upon it. It's the centerpiece of our display, under consideration to become a national treasure and valued at almost 100 million mirror. Oh wow, that's pretty expensive. Pretty pricey. Yeah, my thoughts exactly, Fee. Yeah, I'll say. It was being displayed in that big showcase in the center of the room, wasn't it? I'd heard that the store was filled with the best security system money could buy, so they could display the tiara safely. I'm afraid this was all due to my carelessness. There was no problem with our recently installed security system. The problem was me falling right into Phantom Thief's B's trap. Wait, the Phantom Thief B? I've heard all manner of rumors about him, but I still find it hard to believe this was actually his doing. The name sounds kind of familiar. Seems like Elliot and Machias know of him. Yeah, he's a thief with quite a reputation in the capital. He calls himself Liberator of Beauty. And he made quite a name for himself with a string of major thefts a number of years ago. Even gained the enthusiast fan following for the darling and graceful methods he uses during his thefts. Oh, now I remember where I've heard his name before. He's the thief who managed to steal an orbital tank from the Imperial Army, right? Yeah, that's one of his most famous exports. I still recall hearing that story myself. I wonder how one steals a tank. So, do we know how the Tiara was stolen? Phantom Thief B is well known for sending the victim a card notifying them of his intent crime before he commits it. Did he send a card this time? Yes, that's right. The card also contained this message. Your prized Tiara has already been replaced with an imitation. However, the message was a feint. Well, we did have the utmost faith in our security system. We knew that if anyone could get past it, it would be him. We decided to open the display case to check the tiara. As it turns out, that's what he was counting on us to do. So that's when he stole the tiara, huh? I'm afraid so. Unbelievable. I assume you weren't able to get a good look at Cooper's face? Indeed, as soon as we opened the display case, the lights all went out. By the time we got them back on, the tiara has vanished. I see. Sounds like he's no ordinary thief. With a piece as valuable as this, can you maybe explain how you decided we'd be the optimal choice for this request? Of course, please take a look at this. To the owner of this fine establishment, know that I have Crimson Tiara securely in my possession. Should you fulfill my conditions, I promise that it shall be returned to you unharmed. If not, I make no guarantees. First, you must not report this incident to the Railway Military Police. Second, you must deliver the other card here to the members of Thor's Military Academy's Class 7, Group A. Third, the aforementioned Group A must overcome the trial written on said card. Phantom Thief B really is addressed to us. I find the thief's apparent revealing his crimes somewhat unpleasant. Yeah, though on the other hand, he seems to be giving us a chance to get the tiara back. True. Do you have this other card that the thief mentioned? Of course, please take this. Alright, we have received this Phantom Thief B's card. Salutations, ladies and gentlemen of Thor's Military Academy's Class 7 Group A. Should you wish to recover a treasure you seek, Accept and overcome the trials I have placed before you. Vermilion capital. Okay, so that's where we're going to. The feet of conqueror with the heart of a lion. A riddle, is it? I'm sure the Vermilion capital is just referring to the city itself. As for the feet of conqueror with the heart of a lion, seems like a treasure hunt, and this card's our first clue. Does seem that way. So, do you think you can help us out? We'd be happy to. Indeed, taunting us like that. I'm all for wiping the smug satisfaction off his face. Let's be off then. Thank you so much. Please find it. Alright, so we head out. And we should be heading to Vanquish Street? Okay, what's it say again? Okay, let me go to the item. Okay. Where's Phantom Thieves B card? Okay, hang on. Okay, I can't use that. Okay, so I'd have to search high and low. Okay, not here. Shall we go to Draco's Plaza? Mater Park? Some sort of treasure hunt. Oh geez, I'm being such a dingus. Okay. Okay, can't go here. Okay, so we just need to keep searching with the heart of a lion, huh? Okay, so, oh, here, we are inside this garden here. This place feels
There's so many butterflies.
beautiful.
It really gives the place an exotic touch, huh?
Butterflies. They're beautiful, aren't they? Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do anything here. Okay, let me hear the clue again. Okay, do I have the ability to hear the clue again? Okay, how exactly can I do that? Okay, so am I gonna go here or what? Okay, so does he refer to this statue? Conquer with the heart of lion. It couldn't mean anything other than a statue of Emperor Dracos. Agree, it's hard to hear a clue like that and not immediately think of Dracos the Lionheart. And this statue is the most famous monument of him here in Heimdall. Then chances are good that we're in the right place. The card is set to look at his feet. It's the same type of card as the last one, too. I assume we were correct then? Well, we won't know until we check. Northeastern see the prismatic place. Northeastern seat of prismatic palace. What could that mean? Okay. Do I have to look at the map again? Okay, we're not using that map here. Northeast.
Ooh, this looks like a good spot.
Oh, here for fishing? I suppose we could just take a break and fish then. Alright, what do we get?
Wow, this is a big one.
A trout. Alright. What's the next fish here? Another trout, huh? Alright.
Wow, this is a big one.
I wonder if I could get any new species here.
Wow, this is a big one.
Alright, let's use the ground bait and any new fish biting? Here comes the bite here.
Not bad.
This is Anarcarp. Right. What other fishes do we have here? Alright. There's only one fish left. Another trout, huh?
Wow, this is a big one.
Okay, that's enough fishing here for now. What's on the other side here then? Can you fish on the other side? Guess not. We're going to Mater Park. Northeast. Okay. Prismatic Palace. Oh, whoops. Crystal Garden? Okay. If I go in here and, what's this? This must be the Prismatic Palace. Yeah, all signs point to the Crystal Garden, which leaves only the northeastern seat. I'm presuming it refers to an actual place one can sit, which would suggest we ought to investigate this bench in the northeast part of the garden. Is that it? Seems so. What's it say? Third key is... At the round table we once rested the gauntlets that supported east of the city. Goody, another riddle. Still, what can we do but keep going? Seems fate has ordained that we should meet again. I recognize that voice. Ah, there he is. Who are you again? It's Baron Blueblanc. Yeah, we first met during our field study in Berehard, I believe. Today, bien. I am most pleased to see that you have not forgotten me. Though if my eyes do not deceive me, you have two new faces on your throne today, no? Hi, it's nice to meet you. I've heard mention of you from my classmates. Has your search for beauty brought you all the way to Heimdall too? You could indeed say that. However, to me, not just in Berehard, but along the picturesque elegance of the Vermilion capital as well. Truly, it seems that we are bound together by a destiny most inseparable. Would you not agree? I'm not sure. He's a bit on the unique side, huh? Yeah, unique. Let's just call it that. I couldn't sense him coming at all, though. Please, the intensity of your stares is positively withering. Or is that my overwhelming beauty has clutched your heart so tightly that you cannot help but gaze in wonder? Oh, I bet all the mirror I have on me, that's absolutely not the case. Haha, now if you excuse me, there's so much I must attend to. I wish you the best of luck with your studies. And there he goes. So what did he come to convey to us? That guy, who knows? Okay, so something about the round, and it has something to do, and it's at the east, so, so it should be Vancourt Street, or, I don't know. What about Auto Street? Okay, I'm getting kind of confused here. Okay, I feel like this riddle is giving me every time here. Now, if I were that card, where would I be? Okay, I don't know. Okay, so this is the round here. Must be referring to the fountain, I believe. I could buy some here. Oh, I don't have enough mirror. No need for now. Okay, I'm kind of confused. Can I take a look at the... Okay, so let me take a look at the quest again. Round table? Okay, so... Okay, so it's about the round table, and, Now, where the heck is the round table, I wonder? Man, I hate riddles. I feel like if anyone has to do me some riddles, well, it's gonna make my brain damage. Okay, round table, round table. Where the heck is a round table? Okay, just get out of here. Are we going to Heimdall Port or... Okay, so we can't go here. Okay, let me stop and think. At the round table were once rested by the gauntlets that support the east of the city. Round table rested? What does that mean? Okay, so I see some benches. So does this mean... Does that something to do with resting? Okay, I don't even... At the round table where once rested the gauntlets that supported the east of the city. I'm guessing it's... the next clue is in here, or I don't know. Okay, honestly, I don't even know. Yeah, I might have to look at the guide for some reason, because I feel like this clue here seems to be confusing that it really damages my brain. Former guild branch. Okay, so this must be the round table here. The gauntlets that support the east of the city. The gauntlet is symbol of the Bracer Guild, isn't it? It's on their emblem too. Yeah, the ones in east parts mentioned in the note seem important as well. This building was once a branch of the guild, and while the capital once had two such branches, this is the easternmost branch. This must be the round table. Ah, here it is. I can't believe he even trespassed into our lodgings. Indeed, through from the Book of Things, it doesn't seem to be touch anything else. Still, not a pleasant thought. Yeah, it's kind of creepy knowing he was here, especially considering we don't know what he's actually after. Anyway, okay, what's the next card say? On the bottom of the white burden of steel bird perched at water's edge. It's another riddle. Water's edge? Steel bird? At the water edge? Okay, so we should head to the port. Yeah. Yeah, so it must be this one, right? The steel bird perched at the water's edge. The last clue seems like it might be referring to Crane here in Heimdall Port. That would make it white bird in those containers. I can't see a card attached to any of them though. The clue did say it would be on the bottom. We should discuss this with whoever's in charge and ask him to check the containers for us. That'd be Port Chief Damberto. We met him earlier, so let's see if he's willing to help us. Alright, so the Group A explained their situation to Port Chief D'Amberto, who agreed to check all the white containers for them. And just as they predicted, a car was found to fix it to bottom one of the containers. How the devil did that get stuck into bottom like that? You wouldn't be able to detach it without lifting a container, and that would be meant using the crane. But when did he do it? None of us ever noticed anything suspicious. Well, he is supposed to be a master of disguise, right? Maybe he disguised himself as one of the workers here. I can only guess as to how he might have done it, but it's definitely not something a normal person could pull off. That aside, what does his card say? Alright, so the final key is also hidden near water's edge. Black Ark? Nestled in the steel card marches with the minutes. This one's just as obtuse as the others. Also hidden near water's edge. It should be here in this location. It says final key in Crimson Crown too. So at least there's that. Yeah, it looks like this is the last one. Okay, so the Black Ark. Okay, where is the Black Ark? Okay, we can't go in here. Okay, Black Ark. What the heck is Black Ark, to be honest? Okay, seriously, where the heck is the Black Ark? Steel car that marches with the minutes. Okay, so was it this one? Steel car. Orbital tram. That seems like the best fit. What about marching with the minutes? Tram schedule, of course, arriving and departing at present times. Heimdall Port starting and ending point for all the trams in the city, so you could say the tram here is waiting for its appointed time. That makes sense, in a weird way. I guess this is the place then. Let's get driver's permission to have a look inside. Excuse me, do you think you could do us a favor? Sure, what do you need? We need to explain the situation to a tram driver and ask permission to search inside the tram. The famous Phantom DB hit something in this tram car? Yes, we believe that to be the case. Wow, really? Well, I get where you're coming from. Go on and look around as much as you want. Thanks for your cooperation. So it must be this case here. It looks like this must be the Black Ark mentioned on the card. Phantom Thief appears to have taken no pains to hide it. Isn't it kind of weird that the driver didn't notice it? Maybe Phantom Thief B left it here not too long ago. I wouldn't be so sure. Anyway, let's have a look inside. Ooh, it's this tiara! Inside the black case rested the tiara embedded with dazzling cornelians. It has such a fiery glow to it. Well, this is definitely the crimson tiara we've been running all over town looking for. So this thing's worth the 100 million mira. I'm almost afraid to handle it. Yeah, but we gotta be really careful about getting this back to Jewel safely. Alright, we found this tiara.
So the tiara really was in there, huh? Now I'm wondering if the last passenger who stepped off the tram was Phantom Thief B himself. I don't remember there being any unusual passengers on board, though.
I see. So you have no idea who Phantom Thief B could have been then?
To have done so much and yet left no trace of his presence. He must truly be a master at covering his tracks.
I'll say. But hey, at least we were able to get the tiara back. I suppose that's good enough.
What's wrong, Rean?
Why are you staring at me like that?
I think it's time we put an end to this little charade. Don't you? Baron Blue Blanc? Or should I call you Phantom Thief B?
What?
Okay, that guy is creepy.
This savory taste is why the unripe fruit is the most delectable of all.
Wait, aren't you the Baron we met earlier? But that mask...
That's the mask of Phantom Thief B. Allow me to introduce myself once again. I am Phantom Thief Blue Blanc, otherwise known simply as Phantom Thief B. Baron Blue Blanc is but one of the many roles I have assumed during my pursuits. Incidentally, might I ask when you first discovered my true identity?
It didn't really take much discovering. You went out of your way to show up in the Crystal Garden after all. Now, maybe it's just me, but I find it hard to believe you were seriously trying to hide your identity to begin with. Your disguises, nothing short of perfect, I have to admit. But with all the work you've put into this, I suspected you might come check on us near the end of your little game.
Ha ha! I see. Excellent deductive reasoning. Simply splendid.
But why would you do something like this? Why go to all the trouble?
Does that interest you? Must there be a motive?
Nah. Now that we know your identity, there's nothing more to discuss.
Theft is a crime.
Indeed. A crime we will not allow to go unpunished.
Oh, what spirited youths you are!
What? How did he do that?
Just a little trick I like to keep up my sleeve. Regardless, you have provided me with plenty of sport and more than enough entertainment for one day. I will be watching your future achievements with keen interest. Ladies and gentlemen, until we meet again, I bid you adieu.
He disappeared again.
That's quite a little trick.
You might still be nearby. Let's search the area.
Many others scoured the area for Phantom DP, but try as they might, they found no trace of him. After reporting details of incident to City Hall, they trekked back to Jewelers to return the tiara. Alright, so the tiara is back in place. I can't believe you were able to recover that tiara safely. How can I ever thank you? I always get the impression we're the reason he stole it in the first place. Maybe we should apologize to you. Oh no, not at all. Phantom Thief B's conquests have always seemed rather capricious. I imagine he just decided to use obvious convenient excuse for his latest escapade. Given how fixated on us he seemed, I don't think that's at all likely. Well, better not to say anything. Indeed, the last thing we want is to cause more confusion here. I'm afraid I can't offer you much, but please take this as a token of my thanks. Ooh, we got 500 all-element safe. That's a lot of safe. Are you sure it's alright to give us that much? It almost feels like more than we deserve. Well, this is a jewelry boutique. After all, we have more safe lying around than we know what to do with. Well, that does make sense. Thank you very much. Think nothing of it. Think nothing of it. It's the least I could do after all you've done for us. Alright, so this quest is done here. Now what? Alright, exit. There you are. Whew, that was quite exhausting. Phantom Thief V was even more unpleasant fellow than I had expected. Annoying to think his smug face was watching us the whole time. Yeah, though his name is pretty well known around here. He was plainly suspicious even when we first met him, but I didn't suspect he proved this much of a troublemaker. Something wrong, Ring? I was just thinking, he must be incredibly skilled. He disguised himself so well that he was virtually unrecognizable, not to mention all the other things he did. If this were martial arts we were talking about, he'd definitely be at master level. I couldn't disagree. True, but why would someone like that try to mess with us? He specifically asked for Group A too, though I can't imagine why. Hold on, is that my father again? This is Class 7, Group A, Rin Sorcerer speaking. Hello, sounds like you've been keeping yourselves busy. I know it's you, Instructor Sarah. Ooh, I got it in one. How'd you guess? Don't tell me it's your smoking love for your tragically beautiful teacher? I have my feelings about you, but love would be stretching it. Anyway, you don't usually call us when we're out on field study. Is something wrong? Actually, there's somewhere I like Group A to go. When you finished up what you have to do for your field study, I like to head over to St. District. Okay, let's see. That's where Handor Cathedral and the embassies are, right? I think Elise Academy is somewhere around there too. Yeah, that's the place. I want all of you to assemble outside St. Australia Girls' School at 5 o'clock. Group B will be there too. What? Don't worry, I already informed the governor about this, so go ahead and enjoy yourselves. Anyway, have fun! Toodles! Hey, hold on! What's wrong now? It sounded as though the instructor is being her usual irresponsible self again. Pretty much, I don't know what she's thinking. Rain explained to the rest of the team that they were assembled at St. Australia Girls' School by 5 o'clock. Oh, I know where that is. The Girls' Academy for Nobles. Isn't that one of your sister attends? I have few acquaintances who attend there myself. Can't imagine why she'd have us all meet there. Girls' Academy, huh? I'm kinda curious. I'm sure she has her reasons. We are the ones properly. It's almost evening, so we should finish up here and start heading over. The best way to get to St. District is by tram, right? Yeah, it doesn't matter where we catch the tram from. It'll pass through there. I almost dread to think we'll have to do when we get there, though. Alright, so we should probably head there now. Oh wait, we can't go there? Oh, we should probably interact with this sign. I doubt we'll have time to do anything else once we arrive at the St. District. Should we get going? Let me check everything. Yeah, I think I've done pretty much everything, so let's just let's just move on then, I believe. Oh, but first of all, can I do anything else? Yeah, if I really need to get some new recipes. Alright, we should be heading to Oz District. Yeah, I looked at the guide and we should probably head to Gammy's pub. Alright, let's just go there. How'd you like your lunch? Show me someone who claims to have had better fish and chips, and I'll show you a liar. They just redefined the word delicious. Honestly, I eat another plate of those right now. Now that's what I like to hear. Well then, let me give you the recipe if you like them so much. I'm sure you should be giving out the recipe for your signature dish. Ah, no problem. Nothing beats freshly made fish and chips, and you kids wouldn't be able to get them if you weren't here. Seems like Maki has told you everything there is to know about his family history. Keep looking out for him now, would you? How'd you realize that? You honestly think I wouldn't notice when you came along to get food with that glum look on your face? You get that from your dad. Alright. Ooh, can I make something right now? Alright. Can I have Laura cook it up? I wonder if we get any superb dish here. Alright. What about Fee? Okay.
Better than expected. This one's my specialty.
Ooh, we get fish nuggets. I wonder if we can make the peculiar dish.
Okay, it's ready. Something seems wrong.
Okay. We're done here, so looks like we can now move on, I suppose. Alright, let's go there right now.
They were wearing the same uniform as Reen's sister.
Yeah, they must go to St. Estrella too.
So, the famous St. Estrella Girls' School is around here, huh? It's supposed to be a combined middle and high school exclusively for the young ladies of the nobility.
Yeah, this is one part of the capital that the masses have no reason to visit. Although, I can at least support the school's commitment to fostering chastity and rejecting materialism.
You seem to know an awful lot about a fancy girls' school.
No, I don't. This is all just common knowledge.
Anyway, let's go and wait by the front gate.
Yeah, those were the instructor's orders.
I'm feeling kind of nervous, actually.
Why would you?
To men, this academy must seem clad in the mysterious, impenetrable aura of feminine nobility.
I was wondering, did you not want to come here, Laura?
My father did recommend it to me, but they offered no classes in the martial arts. That alone was reason enough to look elsewhere.
I can totally understand that.
Though I get the feeling Laura would cause a real uproar if she went to a school for genteel young ladies.
Yeah, I can picture the chaos now.
Oh? I have a number of acquaintances who attend there, and from all I hear, it does seem to be a wonderful school. I've heard that even Princess Alphen herself is a student there.
I've heard that too.
Princess who?
You've seriously never heard of her? I know you're not from Erebonian, but even still.
To be fair, I wouldn't be surprised if plenty of Erebonians didn't know who she is.
Princess Alphen is the daughter of our reigning emperor, His Majesty Emperor Ugit. She's supposed to be as sweet as an angel and popular with everyone.
Is that so?
Actually, I believe she's the same age as Fee. I've had the opportunity to meet her once before. She truly is as charming as the rumors suggest.
I figured as much. I've seen photographs of her plenty of times in magazines, though I've never had the opportunity to meet her.
Sounds like she's in the same school year as Elise, come to think of it. She has a twin brother, too, Prince Cedric. He's the crown prince of Erebonia.
Oh, right. I think I've seen a picture of the prince in a magazine before. Dark blonde hair, like Eustace's brother, right?
Oh, I think you're thinking of Prince Oliver. He's Cedric and Alphen's older brother.
Why isn't he the crown prince then?
I've heard the reason is that his mother was a commoner. It seems like a stupid reason to deny him the right of succession, but that's how nobles do things.
I feel like I've been hearing his name a lot lately. He made a big splash when he came back from Liberl aboard that airship. You know the one, right?
You must be referring to his return aboard the Arcel, after the crisis in Liberl was put to rest.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It really made a big impact. I'd never seen an airship that looked so white and elegant before.
I believe my father went to welcome the prince back in his capacity as imperial governor, too. And yeah, now that you mention it, that does seem to be when I started hearing his name around a lot more.
Oh, you're all here already.
Ah, you made it.
It's good to see you all again.
You're a bunch of early birds, aren't you?
Well, we just about finished up everything we had to do when we got the call to meet here.
Were you able to finish up everything on your end, too?
As if we'd leave any loose ends. If not for our unfamiliarity with the city, we would have been finished this morning.
Every time.
Looks like getting these two to kiss and make up will be an uphill battle.
Well, some say that when someone gets under your skin, it means you really care about what they think.
Wait, did you two?
I figured the girls would be the first to notice.
Of course. I apologize for any worry I've caused you.
We're fine now.
Really? That's great! It sure is. Maybe after this field study is over, we can get together and spend the night talking in one of our rooms.
Sounds good.
The thought of a Class 7 pajama party makes me a little embarrassed.
That's girls for you.
Girls and sleepovers go together like jam and toast, huh?
That must be Heimdall Cathedral's bell.
It has a solemn, stately sound, wouldn't you say? It sounds so different from how it does in the Ost District. Though that makes sense considering the distance.
That bell ringing must mean it's 5 o'clock, which means it's almost the time we were supposed to meet here.
Rain?
Elise, what are you doing here? Wait, I guess this is your school, so where else would you be?
Yes. I see all of your classmates are with you, too.
It's only been a week since we saw you, hasn't it?
Well, we were told to meet here.
Wait a minute. Are you the ones? The 9 guests I was told to expect at 5 o'clock sharp?
Well, there are 9 of us in Class 7. Wait, what?
Then that would mean you're the one we were told wanted us to come here?
Actually, I suspect that would be a friend of mine. Why does she always have to be such a mischief maker? I swear. She could have at least given me a little warning that you were coming.
Elise?
Anyway, where are my manners? Welcome to St. Estrella Girls' School. I hope you'll enjoy your visit. Right this way.
Eee, boys, I don't think I've seen that uniform before. Okay, I'm not a speed reader here. Okay, so these girls are chatting about those class 7 here. Ugh, I can feel their stares boring holes in my head. Pay them no mind. We certainly do seem to be stars of the show today. And Laura as popular as ever. I can't say that being admired doesn't feel nice, but please don't be too hard on them. We don't have many opportunities to meet people from outside the school. I think that boy in front is a commoner? I'm not sure, but either way, he looks so handsome. How do you think they know Elise? Actually, you're right. This is kind of uncomfortable. Are you so the same age as you, Elise? I know, and I don't care.
What's in here?
It looks like an indoor garden. This is the Academy's Rose Garden. The person who called you here is waiting inside.
Who did call us here anyway?
Whoever they are, they must have considerable social standing.
Your Highness, I brought the guests. Thank you. Please show them in.
Oh,
No way.
Hey, Elise, is that...
You don't need to ask when you already know. Now, if you'll follow me. I knew it.
Ooh, there's Alphen.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7. My name is Alphen. Alphen Rice Arner. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
Man, I feel like this soundtrack here is so amusing.
Come on, Elise, cheer up. I'm sorry, all right? I was only trying to tease you a little. Don't you have something you wanted to discuss with everyone? Please, go right ahead. Well, that aside, it's been a long time since I last saw both of you, Eustace and Laura. I'm glad to see you're both well.
Likewise, Your Highness.
You've become even more fetching since we last met.
Aw, thank you. I was rather hoping that you'd decide to enroll in Sanctus Dryad too. But it seems you chose to attend Thor's after all.
Well, I've committed myself to following the way of the sword, and Thor's gives me a place to hone my skills. I apologize for not being able to live up to your expectations.
First I lost Angelica to Thor's, then you too. Perhaps I should just transfer there next year myself. Your Highness. Got you to look. But I...
Well, she seems lively.
She seems far more easygoing than I was expecting.
I've heard plenty about her, but none of that prepared me for meeting her in person.
So, this is what it's like to be in the presence of royalty. It's actually rather overwhelming.
I can see why people always compare her to an angel.
Me too. Please don't worry about me. Well, I still have much to learn before I feel like I deserve my status among the nobility. I've been blessed with wonderful friends, and I'm enjoying life here at the Academy.
Well, she does seem to have at least one wonderful friend. Kind of an understatement when that friend happens to be Princess Elfin.
I'm particularly happy to finally be able to meet you, Green Schwarzer. Elise has told me so much about you. Your Highness?
I'm honored that you'd say so. Elise always mentions in her letters what a great friend she has. As her brother, I wanted to thank you for that.
Green? Oh, it's so refreshing. You're every bit the person Elise says you are. Perhaps even more so.
Huh?
Actually, I have a teensy-weensy favor to ask. Do you think I could join Elise in thinking of you as my dear brother as well?
What?
Your Highness! You see, Elise has spoken of you so often that in my heart, you've already come to feel like family. And now that I've had the opportunity to meet you, I fear I simply can't suppress these feelings any longer. I have two brothers already, of course, so I'm sure it won't take long to adjust.
I couldn't possibly. I mean...
That's enough, Your Highness. Aw, don't be so stingy. Surely it wouldn't hurt to share him with me a little. Anyway, that aside, the reason I called you here today was not to talk with me. There is someone else who would like to meet you.
Oh?
Why? It's not like we're famous.
Who do you mean?
Oh?
Isn't that?
A guitar? No, a lute?
Oh, it seems he's arrived. Oh,
I apologize for keeping you waiting.
It's a pleasure to see you again.
There's Olivert.
And you as well, young lady. I trust everyone here has been making themselves comfortable.
Who's this guy? I'm not sure, though I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
I serve as a music instructor in the hallowed halls of this fine academic institution. In truth, I am ever on the hunt for that elusive mayfly we call love. But that might raise eyebrows at a girls' school. But whose pulse would not quicken wandering into this untainted cloister of dew-eyed maidens? Ah, the romance.
Could he be?
I think that's quite enough. Any more of that and our guests may start edging toward the exit.
Ah, I can always count on you to never miss a beat, my dear sister. Oh, wait. So this is...
Whoa.
Indeed. "'Tis I, Olivert Rice Arnon, also known by some unscrupulous individuals as the Debaucherous Prince. I also serve as Thor's Military Academy's ornamental chairman of the board. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, ladies and gentlemen of Class 7.
Alright, so we just met Prince Oliver and Princess Alphen. But where's Prince Cedric?
I have to admit, I was surprised to learn that you're the chairman of the board of directors, Your Highness. I'd heard that the chairman was a member of the Imperial family, but still.
I'm not surprised. Who would expect the infamous prodigal son to chair a committee at a prestigious academy like Thor's? I suppose it's not surprising they'd rather keep it hushed up, though.
That's surprisingly forthright coming from you. Is it really true, though? I mean, that you were the one responsible for establishing Class 7, Your Highness?
Indeed, I was. You see, it's always been a tradition that a member of the Imperial family serves as chairman of the board. At first, I wore the title in name only, but I had a change of heart after my vacation in Liberl 2 years ago.
You were in Liberl back then?
That would put your visit during the incident that occurred there, correct?
Right. All I've done since I returned to Erebonia has been inspired by my experience during the crisis in Liberl. As a result, fruitless though they may prove to be, I've set a number of plans in motion. One of which is to bring the winds of change to Thor's Military Academy. A gust of fresh air, if you will.
Winds of change, huh?
I can only assume you're referring to our class?
Then the one who decided to throw both commoners and nobles into the same class was...
Yes, the idea was mine. Although the selected students also had to have a high aptitude with the Arcus units too.
I think I'm finally starting to understand the reasoning behind Class 7, and why we're being sent all over Erebonia on these field studies.
To show us firsthand and give us cause to consider the conflict between the two factions. That is the purpose behind our field studies. Is it not, Your Highness?
That is one of the reasons, yes. However, my foremost intention was to show you that during your lives, you will encounter many obstacles and conflicts. Not just between factions, but between the capital and the provinces, tradition and technology, even between nations. In these turbulent times, I thought that this would provide the hands-on education today's promising youths need. We need up-and-comers who can think and act independently to face tomorrow's challenges head-on.
That makes sense.
Wow, that's quite a plan.
I can't help but feel a little unsure whether we can live up to such high expectations.
Hearing your explanation has, at the very least, cleared up many of the doubts I've had up to this point.
Class 7 does seem like an ideal environment to expand one's outlook on life.
I feel like going through everything we have so far has brought us closer to doing exactly that. Yep.
Marvelous. I'm so pleased to hear it. Just listening to you makes me feel even more certain that establishing Class 7 was the right decision. Especially since while the idea itself was mine, I have no real say in how the class is run day to day. Even so, I still hope to meet all of you at least once, if only to tell you all this. And that was when Alphen stepped in and offered to set up this little meeting.
I see. Well, I could hardly refuse such a sincere request from my brother. But it also presented me a fine chance to finally meet Elise's beloved brother, as I've always wanted to. Your Highness!
Thank you for taking the time to tell us all of this, Your Highness. I feel like now that I know, I want to live up to the promise you saw in Class 7. Thing is, am I right in assuming that Class 7 doesn't exist just to fulfill your progressive ideal?
What do you...
Oh?
The board has its chairman, of course, but 3 directors besides. My older brother Rufus, Imperial Governor Karl Regnitz, and Irina Reinford of the Reinford Group.
Oh, yeah.
Now that you mention it...
They do seem to have certain expectations for us.
Precisely. As I mentioned, I no longer have anything to do with how Class 7 is run. That authority lies with the directors. As you're keenly aware, Rufus and Governor Regnitz sit on opposite sides of the factional divide. And while Chairman Irina is mostly involved with Class 7's technology, like the Arcus, her intentions are a mystery to me. And it's those three who decide where you'll travel for your field studies.
Is that right?
When you put it that way, it does make it seem like some kind of bargaining is taking place behind the scenes.
It was one of the conditions they gave in exchange for allowing Class 7 to be established. I'll admit, I hesitated to allow it, but I decided to place my hopes in you. We believed then, as we still do, that one day, you all will be a great light that can push back the darkness of this country. Well, I suppose when I put it that way, it sounds positively heroic. But that's just me. Don't feel too pressured by it. Your students, first and foremost. Reach out. Grab that fragrant rose of school life. Join a club. Eat cheap food with your friends at midnight. Fall in love. We live but once. Make your youth count.
You know, it's weird, but hearing you say that kind of takes a load off my mind.
By the way, just earlier you said that we believed the Class 7 would be a great light. Is there someone else involved with Thor's who shares your vision for our class, Your Highness?
There is. Principal Van Dyke. I once attended Thor's myself and studied under him. He gave my proposal to establish Class 7 his full backing.
I see.
He's been particularly considerate toward us ever since we arrived at the Academy.
While he has no direct control over the running of the Academy, he does preside over the board meetings. And above all, he's the one who assembled an excellent team to give you first-rate training.
An excellent team, you say?
Are you referring to Instructor Sarah?
She's certainly one of them. Still, coaxing her away from her former line of work certainly played a large part in giving Class 7 a great foundation. She is, after all, one of the strongest people in the Empire, and her experience makes her a natural field leader.
Wait, what?
Instructor Sarah? One of the strongest people in Erebonia?
Exactly what experience might you be referring to?
I've even heard rumors of her daring exploits myself. She was known as the Purple Lightning. Doesn't that sound exciting?
Wait. Purple Lightning?
Purple Lightning?
I knew it.
If you two have heard of it, it must be a household name among martial artists.
That's right. Though I've just heard it in passing.
Ah, that young ace of the Erebonian Bracer Guild, and one of the Empire's most famous bracers. She has a history full of brave feats and dangerous deeds. She was even the youngest bracer to achieve A-rank status. Back then, she was known as the Purple Lightning. Now, you know her simply as your homeroom teacher.
Alright. Well, guys, yeah, thank y'all for watching, and I think I'll see you guys later for more Let's Play of Trails of Cold Steel. Yeah, so, anyways, ta-ta for now.